Alright, hello everyone, it's Diamond Legend here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing a remake of What If Goten Was Born Earlier, so if you have not seen the first video, don't worry. I'll do a quick recap to remind you all of what happened, as well as talk about the retcons. Before the recap, I would like to introduce today's guests. What If Universe is one of my friends who wanted to help me out on my channel as a guest, and Manga Adventures is also a narrator. Be sure to subscribe to Manga Adventure. His What If series are great, and I recommend his What If Gohan Kept His Tail series. It's highly underrated in my opinion. So with that being said, let's get on with today's video. Before we start this What If, it's time for a quick recap. Goku and ChiChi have both Gohan and Goten during this time, so they're around the same age. Also, Raditz takes both Gohan and Goten, but the fight with Raditz goes the same as in canon. I would say Gohan and Goten might have damaged Raditz a bit, but I'm not sure if it would be enough to change the story dramatically. And Piccolo takes the two boys to train. They both have poor survival skills, so they're going to struggle often, just like Gohan in canon. Though the boys do fight with each other over food, making them stronger. With the recap and retcon out of the way, I'm going to pass it over to Manga Adventures to explain as to what Piccolo and the boys are doing.
What is up, guys? Manga Adventures here. Be sure to check out my channel at the end of the video, by the way. So getting into the training period, Gohan and Goten would have transformed into great apes. Piccolo, surprised by this, is actually stomped on by the two apes and is killed in the process. Krillin would go pick them up after sensing their ki. To prevent further damage, he destroys the moon. He would tell the other Z-fighters what happened. Roshi would bring up Baba can resurrect people for 1 day so they can go to her to bring back Piccolo. During this, Roshi is told Goku's training is done and he needs to be brought back to life. When it comes down who to bring back, Kami telepathically says they can bring them back tomorrow, saying Goku is the most viable person to fight the Saiyans. So Goku is brought back to life and they go to confront the Saiyans in the city. The group decides to bring a few senzu beans to be safe before they reach the city. Nappa and Vegeta by this point leveled it. Goku is really mad and demands they fight without civilians being around. Nappa decides not to use the Cybermen yet. Nappa declares he wants to go first and fight the Earthling. He beats on Yamcha first and dies immediately. This makes Tien and Chaozu worry, so they fight Nappa next, but they are unable to beat him, so as a last resort they explode. Now it's down to Goku, Krillin, Gohan, and Goten. The kids are pretty useless since they really didn't have the chance to train much except with the humans. Goku, extremely angered by this, fights Nappa all out and kills him quickly. Vegeta and Goku go and fight. During their fight, Gohan and Goten become great apes when Vegeta uses his power ball. This shocks everyone.
Krillin takes advantage of the artificial moon and uses his destructo disc to actually cut out Vegeta's tail. The two great ape children actually start to stomp on Vegeta, but he manages to survive it, fortunately enough for him. Vegeta limps away to his ship, and Goku, knowing that his time is limited, actually considers killing Vegeta, so he can fight him again in Otherworld. However, before he could make up his own mind, Krillin actually uses Yajirobe's katana, barring it, to actually kill Vegeta. This leaves Vegeta dead. Goku decides to use the rest of his time to train his kids, the Kaioken, along with Krillin, since he's there to actually remember how to do it. And after using too much power from the Kaioken, he ends up returning to Otherworld. The next day, Piccolo is brought back to life, along with Kami, thanks to Baba using her ability once again. They decide to use the Dragon Balls to bring Goku back to life. And Kami and Piccolo decide to fuse themselves together, so that way they could bypass the rule of not counting for Baba's 1 day limit rule, because they become a completely new Namekian, in a way. And by this point, Piccolo would be obviously way stronger than he was in canon. With Vegeta's pod still lying around, Piccolo decides that he wants to go to Namek first, thinking that he can blend in the best with everyone else, and try to get the wish off the Dragon Balls to bring everyone else back to life. Goku and Krillin and the kids decide to wait for Bulma to build the gravity ship so that way they can do some gravity training together. And eventually they meet up with Piccolo about a day later. The gang goes off to save Dende. Like in canon, Piccolo and Goku manage to take on Zarbon Dodoria by themselves, while the kids end up taking out Kui, who was called in for backup after Frieza noticed that Zarbon Dodoria were missing. They also meet up with Guru. Goku and Krillin get their potentials unlocked, along with Guru seeing them as Namek's best hope for survival, and he sees Piccolo already at the point where he had most of his potential already there. Later on, the Ginyu Force arrives, and they decide to agree to have Guldo go first to take care of them. Guldo actually manages to kill them with Zawaruto, since, one, Vegeta is not there to actually warn the group about Guldo's time freeze ability, and with that out of the way, Frieza ends up getting his wish, and Trunks is never born in this timeline, so therefore, future Trunks is not a thing.
And that is where I'm going to officially conclude this What If. So be sure to subscribe to Manga Adventures in What If Universe if you haven't already. If you have any ideas for the other What Ifs that still needed to be wrapped up, be sure to comment them down below. This has been Diamond Legend, along with Manga Adventures and What If Universe. I'll be sure to see you in the next video.